true downfall of Delilah.
The true downfall of Delilah. I would have to pretty much go right along with what you just said, Jay. Um, it was allowing herself to be put in situations to have to go against somebody that she quote unquote maybe loved or who loved her, um, and did not come straight outward and say so. Um, not yeah, not stepping up, not standing up to someone who poses her and her family, her quote unquote loved one, who would pose a threat. Why she would just roll over and just take, because
That's good.
not all money is good money. We all know that. Not everything that glitters is gold. Some things that they would give you that would seem like money would eventually turn out to be monopoly.
Yeah.
So if you're willing to give up someone that you loved just for monetary gain. So I believe that would be her downfall.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah.
That's really good. That's really good. I just want somebody in the world to know you need to rewind back through that's good. So many people like fall in love with the monopoly of marriage that we forget that this connection is not for ill-gotten gain,
Right.
but it is for like the spiritual connection that we can grow. Because she needs to be stronger when he's not with her.
Mm-hmm.
But she finds herself weak because she's indebted to everything that was her past. And know that Samson has to connect to her from a prostituted place, so that there's no secret between a husband and a wife when he loves you, when he cares about you. So there should never be a weak moment that you face conveying your truth to her or your truth to him, of just being like, I've been slutty, but right now I've learned to be selective. And there were men that approached me with a proposition, but I love you beyond what they could pay me, because I'm tied into this marriage, not for paper, but for purpose.
Right. Baby, I can't hold nothing back from you. You know me at my low. And he will come to her and say, I don't care what you do. I love you. I will pay all of your bills, so where you ain't got to do this no more. And if you want to do it because you want to do it, then I'll be with you because you want to do it. But I love you. But just realize that I'm in this for the long haul, to where eventually when you decide to give up doing this because you're tired of putting your body through this, and you realize that my money is going to surpass and surpass and circum all of this, that you will give up all of this foolishness, and you will realize that I've still been here through the whole time. And I love you, baby, so you don't have to suppress yourself in doing this. I understand why you were doing it, and then eventually you put in your head that you like doing it, so it didn't become a chore, it didn't become something that was ill. You got up every day to do it because you liked it, because the money was good, and now you've suppressed yourself. You've put it in your mind that you want to do this, and now you don't have to. But I'm doing it because I'm gonna allow you to do it because I love you. And every day when you get home, I'll be there waiting for you. And you don't have to sell me out, because eventually I'll sell my own self out because I love you.
Love is exposing every bad part of her to every non-frugal way of him. Samson has a lying problem. He don't know where to spend his money, and he likes fast, loose females. So he comes into Gaza and spends the night, but something different happens, and he stays. He never leaves. Samson falls in love with the prostitute, who we don't even call her by her profession. We call her by her name in the next text. It says she was everything he wanted her to be, and so he told her, you are not what you do. You're who I see.
Right.
You are Delilah in an empty place, but I'm so much God. I'm so much of a good man. I'm so much of a faithful man that I'll change you. One night with me is all that you'll need to see a better future for your destiny. The problem was she fell in love. Not with the man, but the wallet of the man. She changed her name before he could ever get her profession. And so when she connects to him, he connects to her, he falls in love with the image of a dandelion, and she falls in love with the weight of the wallet, but he runs out somewhere.
Right.
And she's approached being like, that's the one who's stronger than us, who can hurt us. Help us kill him. And she's like, I have a family, a mama, daddy, kids. She has a lifestyle of debt. Of course she got kids because she's a prostitute. Who's gonna pay all this stuff? Because Samson be fighting. He's a mighty man.
Right.
So he's in the army, probably a captain. One day he's gonna die. And I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they didn't have spousal 401k for prostitutes.
Right.
And I know Samson to be maybe not a Israelite, but he is a Nazarene. So he's used to nothing. So he lives in abundance. You can tell by the way that he's spending,
Right.
purchasing her. So he has no retirement plan. They live out of his pockets.
He can't
But when they killed him,
spend everything.
what does she have as a benefit for the deficit? And she says, I can't take those chances. I'm going to take out the life insurance policy. Problem is, she has to collect and deliver before she can get payment.
Think about this. So say that she was a prostitute until Samson met her, and then he would give her a name. So maybe back in those days they called her a hoe or a prostitute, whatever. So Samson would say, I like you. What's your name? I don't have a name. They call me hoe. And he would say, well, I like dandelion, so I'll name you Delilah. I like Delilah for you. And she says, well, that's silly because that's not my name. He says, what is your name? She says, I don't know what my name is. They call me Hope. Well, I'm just going to name you Delilah. So then when the men would finally approach her, they'd be calling her Ho, Ho, Ho. Not like Christmas. And she wouldn't turn around because she wouldn't know that was her name now. Because the love of her life has been calling her Delilah. So now they say, didn't you hear us calling you? You didn't turn around. Oh, y'all was talking to me.
Oh, you different now?
Oh,
you get with him and then change?
well, he gave me a name. Y'all ain't never gave me a name. My name is Delilah. Oh, your name ain't Delilah. It's what I want it to be.
You Delilah.
Right. Your name is deceitful. Your name is deceitful. Something else that would be along the lines of
Deceiver. It is.
Yeah.
Having no discretion. You ain't faithful. You a thought. You everything.
deceitful, dishonest,
Yeah.
disloyal. You
You
whatever
would be
we
the death of that man. All that stuff.
You work in our city. He's a stranger.
Mm.
We got to get you away from him because he's strong and he can hurt you. So you see how he just gave you a name. So we need to do something in order to get this man up out of here so he don't hurt you. And she would be like, but he's very gentle to me.
Good God, boy.